Hey YouTube. Well, I'm doing this video because I'm a boxing fan, and basically, obviously, the big controversy in America, at least for some people, was how Tyson Fury won in when he faced off with Wilder in the second fight, and there was all this talk about, you know. Egg weights in his glove and his suit being too heavy, and I mean, just all these ridiculous excuses, water being spiked. I mean, as a guy that was the champion of the world in the WC belt for however long, cherry pricked all his opponents. No one ever said, no, you got mandatories, you got to fight them. No, they just gave him his cherry picked fights. He picks out Tyson Fury because he had 3-year layoff, thinking, oh yeah, he's a wash up, I'm going to knock him out, and he doesn't, and Fury comes back and proves that he is still the greatest boxer for his generation, and absolutely seal clubs Deontay Wilder back to the Stone Age. And should there be a third fight? Well, to be honest with you, I mean, no one really thinks that Wilder would stand a chance in a third fight. So really, I mean, unless Wilder actually fixed up his defense, I would say I wouldn't even waste my time, mate. You'll get obliterated again, and all these weak excuses. I mean, really, like, the guy was a champion, and that's his reaction to losing. God, it's like he's never lost anything in his life. Oh, first big loss in life. I don't understand this generation when they lose things. I'm sorry, guys, but like, when you're a regular person, you lose a lot in life. You lose, but you don't take your losses like an imbecile and blame everyone around you. You just go, okay, what can I learn from my loss? That's it. And then hopefully you don't lose again. That's what a man does. That's what a woman does. Like, that's what men and women do when they don't win at what they want to win, or when they, when something bad happens. They don't sit there and go, oh, I lost, so I'm going to blame everyone. No. I mean, look, let's break down some of these. Let's debunk these myths about what they said about Fury anyway. One, the egg weight. Okay, so let's say what I assume an egg weight would be, because I've never heard of this thing ever. And when they first said that, I thought, what, he shoved an egg in his glove, like a squishy egg? Really? That was what you came up with? Like a chicken egg? Like he cracked open a chicken egg and put it in his glove? That's what I thought. I thought, how ridiculous. What the hell would that even do? Nothing. Right? Anyway, no. So what I think they mean is like a sinker or something like that, like a little long skinny piece of, like grabbing a bolt and then sticking a bolt in your hand to make it a stronger fist. I assume that's what they're talking about. Yeah, you can't actually do that in the hands were wrapped in front of judges and that, and Wilder's own team. So this whole egg weight rubbish, no, that was just a pure solid giant man's fist connecting with another giant man's face. That's all that was. No egg weight there, just pure punch and fist, right? Now, he scratched Wilder inside his ear with his glove or something like that. No. We saw what happened. Third round, Wilder took an overhand right to the about there. So he took it pretty clean, like right near the temple, I guess you could say, but yeah, he took it right there, burst his eardrum, right? Now, Wilder will claim that it was a scratch. It was not a scratch. That was a burst eardrum. Everyone could see that. That's why Wilder's never really been the same after. He might have actually had permanent damage from that hit. But that's what you get when you do a blood sport. You got to expect that things can go terribly wrong. And if they do, then that could be the end of your career. Anyway, so he took that shot, and then he also later on an X-ray came out that he has a dent there. Well, why do you think that was? He took a number of overhand rights to that exact same spot over and over again. Pretty sure that's what did your dent, mate. Also, that first big overhand right that burst your eardrum. Pretty sure that's what caused your, yeah. Pretty sure that's what caused the dent in the side of the head. Right. So that's your blood. That's why there was so much blood coming out of his ear because he took some. His eardrum was ruptured. Why do you think his inner balance was all over the place and he had chicken legs for a while? He's walking around like a headless chicken. Why do you think that was? I mean, look, people, this isn't rocket science. This kind of, people know the human body and been knowing the human body for a long time, right? So this kind of thing happening, this is well documented what happens to people when they have blunt force trauma. That's basically what you're looking at, all right? You took a really big hit to the face, and that's your result. I mean, anyway. And what was his other? Spiked water? No one believes that. And then there was this, I was just watching a video that a piece of cotton wool fell out of a towel and onto the ground, and this was the spiked water thing. It's a piece of cotton wool, mate. It's like he was using it to stick to soak up the blood to try and keep him in the fight. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty damn obvious. Anyone with a brain can tell you that. And what was his other excuse? Oh, the ring weight suit was too heavy. No. Military people walk around with something like 100-pound, 80 to 100-pound kit, and they're just regular people that have been trained. And Deontay Wilder, who's an athlete, a pro athlete, that's his whole life, his training, could easily have walked in with a 40-pound vest and been perfectly fine. So I'm not buying that. Even if it was heavier, it doesn't matter. Like, really not buying that. And all this defamation against Fury's team and Fury himself. Like, this is why I don't think the man deserves a third fight shot. They should just move past Wilder, say, look, Wilder, you had your chance to fight in December. You didn't take it. And really, we got to move on. You got to pick a different opponent, and Fury's got to pick a different opponent. Although, just, I don't know if picking is the right word, but have another fight lined up, I guess you could say. I mean, obviously their team and the boxing commission picks their opponents, but in Wilder's case, he's a free agent now, so he can pretty much pick who he wants. I'm pretty sure he'll try and pick someone that he'll try to look good against, but we'll have maybe like an older boxer or something that has like a record where he's taken losses or something. I don't know. So they'll try and give Wilder a fight that, like, they're not going to give him an Andy Ruiz or a Luis Ortiz, like, not after a loss like that. Because it got, like, Ruiz would knock Wilder out pretty quickly. Not sure about Ortiz, or probably not. I mean, he took that. Wilder proved he was better than Ortiz, so I'll give him that. But, yeah, like, obviously, the fans, everyone, the world kind of wants the Fury versus AJ fight because they're the two best fighters going around at the moment. So, obviously, you want the two best fighters to face off against each other. Otherwise, what's the point? And, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the fight everyone wants. And yeah, I just don't feel that Wilder should get a third fight. Just the way he's behaved, it's just unprofessional, and he should be ashamed of how he's been acting. That's it. It's not how a man acts, and he should know better. So, and he does know better. I mean, well, I know he knows better. Come on. Anyway, peace.